Nick and Kory Behrens grew up surrounded by wood. Their father is a woodworker and builds custom homes. The brothers took that foundation and turned it into a business, Behrens Boards, handcrafting kitchen cutting boards in the basement of their parents' home. The pair sat down with Connecting Point contributing producer Marla Zippay and videographer Mark Langevin to talk about the process and their partnerships with other local artists, as well as the organization Trees for the Future.
I'd go back about 2 Christmases ago. Around that holiday season, I started making some gifts for family members and friends. Having always been around the woodworking type stuff, it just kind of seemed natural to make something instead of buying something. So, made a couple cutting boards, gave them out, got some positive feedback about it, and really thought that this could go somewhere else. And that time kind of coincided with when my brother was about to graduate from school. So he came back, we sat down together and kind of came up with a business plan.
Upon graduation, I was thinking, oh, do I want to get a full-time job like with engineering and all that? And I kind of want to just go a different route to begin and go off and do something independently. And working with my brother, it just kind of was a perfect match. Our dad's a great resource as a woodworker. I mean, he's so skilled with all of that any help we need with actually the construction of them, we have a great help with him. And we start with the big pieces of lumber, and now we take those down with the table saw and chop saw into kind of small strips of wood. And so those strips of wood you could almost think of as like the puzzle pieces for each board that we construct. And so we take the strips of maple, cherry, and walnut, and we kind of play with the different patterns that we can create with that. And the woods really contrast each other nicely, the lighter maple and the darker walnut. And so we glue up those strips into kind of the pattern we want. And then once it's glued up, it's really the process of finishing the board, which involves planing, sanding, routing the edges, branding our boards, and all the way through until we get a couple coats of mineral oil and wax on them. Each board is a slow progression throughout a week. It's not something that just, you start and are done within the course of an hour. It's kind of little bits and parts throughout the week.
Having grown up in Northampton, it's an artist community. So when we started making the boards, we figured, let's work with some local artists, let's work with some people to make these extra special. One of them is Dan Conlon up in South Deerfield. He owns Warm Colors Apiary. And that's where we get all of our beeswax for our conditioner that we treat our boards with. Another guy, Isaac Jude, hand throws our bowls for our serving boards, which is a really popular product that we have.
And it's great just to be able to support him, he supports us, kind of creates that community feel, which really just strengthens kind of the whole Western Mass area. You can't really put a price on that. It's just a very valuable work to do. We partnered up with an organization called Trees for the Future. Our agreement we made is that every board that we sell, they'll plant 50 trees on our behalf. And so they run this forest garden program, and they're currently working in impoverished communities in different countries in Africa. They implement this systematic approach to planting fruit trees, trees for firewood, different vegetables. They teach the family how to use those trees and crops in order to feed their family, provide income, feed their animals, firewood. And so what we really kind of loved about them is that they don't just go over there and plant the trees and get out. They actually stick around for years and years and actually educate, which is huge because that has a ripple effect into the future. If you can teach one generation, they'll teach their kids, who will then teach their kids how to sustainably kind of maintain those gardens and that agriculture. Since we're working with wood, it kind of makes it full circle, something sustainable that we can have this great partnership with. Right now we're at 9,850 trees just since December. So we're almost at that 10,000 mark, which is kind of our first milestone, which we're excited about.
This one's ready to go through the drum center, so.
Now sitting here, having done it for close to like 6 months, a year, I would there's definitely some things I would warn myself going into it. It's a big commitment and there's a lot involved, but I mean, I love the challenge and it's great to work with my own brother on something that we're building up from the ground. And we're both super excited for the future of where we're gonna take this.
I love being able to make something that someone can use every day, you know, for cooking that's truly functional. It's not a novelty item at all. You know, all of our boards, you know, they're meant for chopping, cutting, serving, all of that type of stuff that, you know, you're going to be doing in the kitchen. So it's nice to, you know, see someone using one of your boards and knowing that they actually, you know, really do need it.